Welcome to A Little Late. I am your host, Lily Singh, and this is my son, Scarborough Singh. Round of applause. I mean, say hi. Say hi, everyone. I'm a star. Say hi. Now, I cover a lot of important topics on the show, but if I had my way, every night I'd do a monologue about pets. And I'm not just saying that because he's here, okay? I swear, real talk. Because let's be honest, everyone loves animals. Sometimes more than other people, straight up. If you don't believe me, think about how Game of Thrones had so many major characters getting stabbed to death. And the one thing everyone talked about on Monday morning was how Jon Snow didn't say goodbye to his wolf. That's right. Or take John Wick. The moment you saw what happened to his puppy, you were like, okay, John, if you have to murder everyone in the Russian mafia, you gotta do what you gotta do. We get it. We get it. Ow! Am I boring you, bum? Now, I know all of this makes me seem like a crazy dog mom, but I assure you, I'm just a really sensible parent to a growing, adorable, good boy who can be whatever he wants when he grows up. Yes, you can be what you want to be. Mom, I want to be sleepy. I love how dogs are happy about everything. Have you noticed this? Like, have you ever seen how dogs are so eager to greet each other at a party? Yeah. It's like how I feel when I go to a party and there's another brown person there. I'm like, yo, what's up? Finally. Yo, what's up? Finally, another one of me. Now let me smell your butt. But seriously, my love for animals doesn't begin and end with dogs. Growing up, my family had a cat. Yeah. I mean, I still love cats. I just don't like the idea of being around someone all the time who thinks they're better than me. I mean, in your dog's eyes, you can do no wrong. Yeah, but when your cat looks at you, you can tell it's just thinking, is that what you're wearing? One of the most important parts of owning a pet is coming up with a name, right? Like Scarborough, dope name, let's be real. But I've noticed that recently people are trying to give their children more original names like Kraylin or Blanston. But people are giving their pets names like Kevin. Guys, we gotta stop giving our pets people names. In LA, when I'm at a dog park and I hear people yelling, Lily! Lily! I'm like, oh, okay, it's a fan. I turn around and take a selfie and they're just petting their bulldog. The biggest difference between me and that dog is that I shed more. But we don't just love pets because they're adorable. A lot of people have emotional support animals. Like Scarborough is a registered emotional support dog. Yeah, that's right. But people find emotional support in all kinds of animals. Pigs, birds, kangaroos. Yeah. Yo, this is real. There have already been 2 stories about people trying to bring emotional support kangaroos on airplanes. Which I think is the most creative way I've heard of sneaking on an extra carry-on bag. You know what I mean? Yeah, my laptop just fits right in the pouch. But let's get back to the real reason I'm doing this monologue. Scarborough. Yep. And he asked me not to do this, but as his mom and manager, I just gotta plug his Instagram real quick. Scarborough the dog. Yeah, the dog. Yeah, dog because he's a poodle mix from the 6. He don't mess around, okay? Now, here's a photo of Scarborough when he was a puppy. No. I know what you're thinking. He was black when I got him, and then he turned white. I know, okay? I've heard the same Michael Jackson joke a million times, so I'm not gonna say it. Although it does explain why he keeps trying to sneak into my bed at night. Emotional support, emotional support. Now, at times, I really think that Scarborough is my best friend. You'll get this. He gets so excited to see me when I get home that he pees a little bit. Yeah. None of my friends pee a little bit because they're excited to see me, okay? They just pee a little bit because they have drinking problems. Now, that's probably why I would do anything for him. Does anyone else spoil their pet? Be real. Raise your hand if you spoil your pet. Okay. I sure do. I spoil him like he's my firstborn because he is. Okay. I throw him the craziest birthday parties every year like he's on my Super Sweet 16, straight up. Just bounce houses, we popping bottles, we chewing kibble. It's lit, fam. Okay? It's gotten to the point where my good friend Chase's birthday is the day before Scarborough's, and I straight up ignore it. For Chase's birthday, all he wanted from me was a ride home after his party, and I was like, sorry, bro, I can't do it. For Scarborough's birthday, I got him his own ride. That's right. That's right. Now, I know I said sometimes they're better than humans, but what I really meant was that they're just always better than humans. Now, with dogs, there's no agenda. Like, even people at pet stores, people who should know better, are always trying to upsell me on dog food. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? They're always saying things like, you should switch to a healthy, all-natural diet and only eat food with pomegranate and quinoa. I'm like, that's the kind of food I should eat, and I don't even do that. And as soon as I hear that, I try to explain to them exactly how deep Scarborough's tongue was in his butt this morning. He doesn't care about the food. Quinoa. I don't know how to spell quinoa. Okay. And here's how I know dogs are better than people. You could be the worst person on earth, but your dog would just never know. Your dog would love you just the same. You know? Like, I'm sure even Bill Cosby's dog looks at Bill Cosby and thinks, this guy's the best. And wait, why am I so tired?